Oh, you gotta show her body, whole body first.
Okay. Leprosy eradication. Upon concluding my speech, I want to persuade my audience to persuade fellow students and others to join in the fight against leprosy eradication through creating awareness and active case findings in the community where they come from. Leprosy is an infection disease caused by the Bacillus microbacterium leprae and has caused so many people to become disabled and therefore should be eradicated from the community. Have you ever walked in the street and seen someone with their legs amputated and you wondered what happened to them? Hello everyone, my name is Lucretia. Even though leprosy is not common today, the disease still exists within us, and it is essential if we entirely eradicate it because it causes a lot of damage to people's lives, changing somebody from an ordinary person to a modern day beggar, since those affected mainly result to the amputation of vital organs. In the year 2018, more than 208,619 new cases of leprosy were reported around the world. And one amongst those cases was an individual whom I met on the street and explained to me that what leprosy had caused in his life. He explained how he lost everything in terms of properties as he sold them to get medical funds to fight leprosy. And yet if he had information earlier of how to deal with the story might have been different. Leprosy is an infectious disease caused by the Bacillus microbacterium leprae and has caused so many people to become disabled and therefore should be eradicated from the community. Today I will first tell you the history of leprosy. Second, I will tell you how to fight it. And third, I will tell you how to prevent yourself from getting leprosy. First and foremost, I would like to introduce to you the history of leprosy and how it impacts people's lives. Leprosy can cause progressive and permanent damage to the skin, nerves, limbs, and eyes. Leprosy is an infectious disease that can cause severe irreversible damage to a person's life. According to the World Health Organization, or WHO, the bacterium causing leprosy multiplies slowly and has an average of 5 years as the incubation period of the disease. Symptoms from the attack of the disease may take 1 year to reveal themselves, but at the same time can take longer or more than 20 years before occurring, this making it difficult to detect. Scientists now believe that the long incubation periods make it one of the challenges to diagnose the symptoms. Leprosy still exists in our communities because of the lack of awareness and inadequate prevention measures. The leading cause of that problem is that there is low detection of leprosy in the community, and that translates to poor treatment, and this increasing the number of infection cases and also the number of people impacted by the disease. Here are 2 examples. Example 1. Many people in the community do not know the symptoms of leprosy, therefore they tend to ignore the symptoms and end up getting help when it is too late, which results in the permanent damage. Example 2. There is lack of capacity to fully deal with the disease in the community, and thus causing more infection in the community to take place, resulting in amplifying the disease. Now that we have covered the background information regarding leprosy, let us move to prevention, or the solution of the problem. The overall solution of leprosy is elimination or eradication. To eradicate the disease, there is a need to continuously create awareness about the disease, the main symptoms, and even the way to prevent oneself from getting it. According to David L. Parker, the major way to eradicate the problem is through teaching people about the disease, Parker 225. Additionally, there is a need for the government to have a specific fund that is set aside to tackle the disease specifically. Having a committed fee for the disease will improve the capacity to fight the disease and hence eradicating it. Let's describe the first cause which is creating awareness. Creating awareness to the community members will help them understand the disease and therefore know what type of symptoms to look out for to get early treatment. Creating awareness will also provide an opportunity for those who are already affected to know how to take care of themselves so that no others are affected and reduce further impacts. The main reason I think creating awareness and improving treatment efficiency will help is because in the U.S., primarily in areas such as Los Angeles, currently 75% of the people, which attributed to be around 60,000, are homeless and therefore lack proper hygiene. This means that they are at high risk of getting leprosy if they do not get information on how to prevent themselves. Leprosy's main cause is poor hygiene, which gives room for the bacteria to develop. According to information by Alexandra Ward, 2019, teaching people about the disease will have a greater impact in preventing the infection and spread of the disease. Alexandra. Next, we will cover the impacts of leprosy if the suggested measures are not taken into consideration in the community. If we improve awareness of leprosy in the community, then there will be a total eradication of the disease. However, failure to improve awareness, it will result in more fatalities, and will be more people experience the wrath of this disease. Increasing funds to fight the disease in the community is one of the solutions, but it needs to be complemented with other solutions. The current government budget that is aimed for fighting leprosy is very limited. According to a recent report by John Cohen in 2018, the government cut the funding of dealing with the disease, causing the clinics dealing with the disease to close, and at the same time threatening research on the disease. Leprosy, also known as Hansen disease, is a chronic disease, and it is easy to cure when it is detected early. However, those who fail to get timely intervention tend to have disfiguredness, paralyzation, or even blindness. More than 3,000 reported cases in the U.S. require active medication. Now that the government cut the budget to only 5 of the 17 Hansen disease regional clinics are open in the U.S., that puts the population at a higher risk of getting the disease. And therefore, this is a need to increase funding for the disease. Research and development will be a vital solution to the problems, and it will help in understanding the disease. Through research and development, doctors will be able to understand how to handle the disease and at the same time learn how to train others on the condition. The research will give innovations to medical treatment and other forms of preventive measures. Cutting the funds on research and development for the disease only causes more problems to the combating of leprosy. In the country, the funds of research have been used in determining and maintaining the Hansen disease data. According to the Health Resources and Services Administration, in the last decade, the country record is the highest in the disease in the year 2010. In 2015, there were 178 cases, but by the year 2018, the figures had started to approach the 500 mark. Health Researches and Administrative Services. Creating awareness about the disease is one of the most vital approaches to eradicate the disease. Creating awareness entails educating the people on matters relating to leprosy using different approaches such as campaigns, demonstration programs, and even training the society on how to take care of individuals that are suffering from leprosy. The creation of awareness will make people understand the disease, and therefore they will know how to prevent getting infected, and at the same time learn how to go for early treatment when they are infected. According to the WHO, early treatment can be beneficial when it comes to eradication of the leprosy disease. 90% of the people who seek early treatment always end up recovering fully from the disease. Now that we have covered the solutions, there is a need to know what your role as a community is, you as the audience, in eradicating the disease. So, how can you as the audience get involved and help implement the solution? First, it is important to note that you have an opportunity as students in the audience to learn different things in life. Therefore, it is essential to use the learning process and understand the disease to help create awareness about the disease in the society. You can create papers, campaigns, and also events to create awareness about the disease in the society. Also, you have the responsibility to advocate for more funding on the condition to help eradication of this ancient disease. Daily, make sure that you have educated a person on practicing proper hygiene and other ways they can create awareness about the disease to help in the stopping spread of leprosy in the country. Lastly, for information and assistance regarding the disease, one can visit the WHO website and you will understand more regarding the condition. Also, the Health Resources and Service Administration website has a lot of information regarding the same. You can make history by joining in this fight against leprosy eradication in the community and making a better future for generations to come. Finally, you can see that leprosy is a deadly disease because it causes permanent damage to a person's life. However, you can be part of the fight to challenge its impact through creating awareness and being an advocate for more funding for research on this ancient disease. What if you joined hands with me in helping to create awareness regarding leprosy eradication? The disease will be written in the book of history, and we will save humanity from a lot of agonies. Let us create awareness about the eradication of leprosy in the community. Leprosy is a deadly disease because it causes permanent damage to a person's life. However, you can be a part of the fight to challenge its impact by creating awareness and being an advocate for more funding for the research on this ancient disease. While leprosy is an infection disease caused by the bacterium Mycobacterium leprae and has caused so many people to become disabled, I believe that therefore it should be eradicated from the community. Leprosy is a curable disease if detected early. However, it needs you and I to join hands and eradicate it from the community. As I conclude, let us all decide to create awareness towards leprosy eradication in the community. Thank you all for your time.